OMORI news continues to emerge like old OMOCat tweets. OneShot celebrates its 10th anniversary, and some surprising changes are coming to the Boss Store channel. I know, it's a lot to take in, but we'll get through it as a unit. That being said, let us begin. The popular OMORI sequel mod Revery has teased its 4th chapter. The screenshot depicts what looks like an FNF creepypasta version of a Toho character. Lovely. One of the co-creators of the game, Stahl, made a blog post going into detail, which unfortunately meant I had to go on Tumblr. The post explains the next chapter will stand in stark contrast to the 3rd, having a bigger emphasis on the dream world, taking place primarily in Sweetheart's Castle. You'll also be able to go to Firefly Forest and Metro Depths. Gameplay difficulty is said to start ramping up around here, with more enemies throwing ailments and the like. In the post, Stahl labels Chapter 4 as the mid-game, which puts into perspective the completion progress of Revery as a whole. Seems like we have a healthy amount of chapters to look forward to, so that's nice. Link to the blog post itself is in the description. OMOCat's 10th anniversary merch is live. As of the time of me writing this, most things are still in stock. Seems like the OMOCat website in general has been better about supplying things now. Personally, I want that button shirt badly since I can technically wear it to work. Sounds awesome. There's also OMOCat themed socks, which sounds like a disaster waiting to happen if you ask me. But still, a link to the website is provided in the description. We'll get back to OMORI news in a minute. OMOCat isn't the only RPG Maker related thing starting with an O celebrating its 10th anniversary, mind you. OneShot is another example, and on top of merch, there's also a straight up new game. OneShot the Pancake episode is a cute, non-canon spin-off story of OneShot that focuses on real life recipes and the minutiae of making the titular breakfast food. It's hilarious, channeling the ridiculous energy of a good beach episode from an anime series. I'll be streaming this one before long, since I've been streaming on the channel more often. The first chapter of the OMORI manga has been live to read as of the 24th of last month, and the reception has been mixed, with many readers citing pacing and the general art style as their main issues. There's a lot of discussion over Basil's bedroom eyes specifically.
Why does Basil have bedroom eyes? He looks like he's about to show OMORI why it's called Headspace.
Personally, I don't mind the art style, but I do agree that the way they've rearranged the story so far is strange. I'm hoping future chapters paint a broader light on why they might have changed things the way they did. The next one will be live on K-Manga for Japanese and American readers towards the end of this month. I'll be sure to let you know my thoughts on it when it releases. The Steam Summer Sale ends on the 11th, and there's some great RPG Maker games you might want to grab before it's over. I've yet to play all of these, but will probably make videos on them in the future. For one, there's the Mad Father remake. Going off the trailer footage, it seems to tick all the right boxes you'd associate with a dark and horror-themed RPG Maker game like this. Hello Charlotte, which has a really cute art style, and we all know to be careful about the impression those give off, right? Fear and Hunger 1 and 2, which went from niche to semi-popular amongst RPG Maker fans, thanks in no small part to Super Eyepatch Wolf's video on the game. I had the privilege of being exposed to these before they really took off because a friend of mine was always playing them, and I was captivated by how utterly creepy everything looks. It's not for the faint of heart, so make sure you've got the stones for it before giving it a whirl. I have a video on the game as well, in case you'd like to know more. OMOCat actually made a game a handful of years ago that's also half off. Never been a huge fan of this one, as it seems to attract the most annoying of YouTubers, but figured I'd bring it up here in case any of you are interested. Not an RPG Maker game, but a lot of you have asked me to cover Labotomy Corporation. It's 70% off, a meager $7.49, as opposed to its usual $24.90. I'll probably grab it before the sale ends, purely on account of how the characters look, though I know if there's anyone who has good recommends, it's people who enjoy my channel. It should also be noted that pretty much every version of RPG Maker is heavily discounted as well, so if you're a modder or someone just interested in making your own project, be sure to snag one of those. The first of the month has recently passed us by, which means we've gotten a progress update on the Coffin of Andy and Layla, which I know half of you absolutely despise, so I won't rag on for too long. Just know that the new screenshots and blog posts look as promising as always. I do think once you wade past the controversy and take the title for what it is, it's a very well written game, so if you're feeling a little brave, maybe hop in with both feet and give it a chance. Sunburn fans who feel appropriately burned by the events of the manga have been given an olive branch in the form of the Pink Tinted Love mod, which is a short but sweet story about Sunny and Aubrey going on a date after the good ending. It's as cute as it sounds, and a sequel has already been confirmed to be in development. I plan on playing this one at some point. It looks good, but I don't think I'll ever get used to seeing Sunny talk so much. Maybe I'll stream this sometime soon. Just be sure to subscribe if that's something you might be interested in. As I said earlier, I have been streaming more often on the channel. It is really fun to just talk directly to you guys. Despite the rumors, I'm not strictly an Omori themed channel, so what I want to know is what other games would you like to see me play that aren't Omori related? Let me know below the video. Thanks so much, and have a wonderful night. Booba.